for all things black. Steve Harvey, let's keep this shit funky. Steve Harvey is on his third marriage. His third wife was Mistress to his second wife. Yet, black people have anointed this motherfucker the oracle when it comes to black dating. This nigga wrote a book on dating. You on your third wife, homie. With all respect, why can't we pick a nigga that know what he's talking about? Not D.L. Hughley, married for 25 years, same woman. Steve Harvey. And now he met with Trump. Who give a fuck?
Think about how quickly he moved forward from me to Marjorie. That was disturbing. With all the emails and the text messages and the different things that were that I was finding out about, I thought the least that he could do, make me whole at the end of it. He left. He just left, walked out the door. Once he realized that I was going to divorce him, he walked out the door. He had a shoulder bag. He walked out. Went right to New York, to our apartment that we had there, which I never got to see, by the way, and then she joined him there. Marjorie joined him there. Never an apology. Steve never said that he was sorry. He had our housekeeper pack his belongings up and forward those belongings to New York. And after that, that was it. When it was time to go before the judge, Steve did not show up. I was standing there alone with his attorney, at least the attorney that was representing us. He did not show. And the judge said, okay, you're divorced. That was that. The not having closure part was really devastating. But on top of that, he took my Winton. Took my Winton from me. He turned my son against me. Had me evicted from our house. Thrown out. All the businesses, all the money, the cars. At a moment when I was down and devastated, he maneuvered everything. He manipulated the courts, everything against me. He went to court and under oath said that on his own he had built this whole thing by himself. And I just sat at the table and cried. I cried through the whole thing, and I fell apart. I was crying. I couldn't focus. I couldn't answer any of the questions that they were asking me, and I woke up, everything was gone. It was just gone. And as much as I tried to put it behind me, it's hard to put something behind you that keeps popping up in your life. When I saw the Essence magazine for January 11, to keep seeing my name referenced when talking about his life, that part of it I don't understand. I really don't. For as much as I try to put all this behind me, as I sit and talk and speak right now, there's a lawsuit that's been filed against me in Texas because, in Steve's opinion, I was responsible. I was responsible when Oprah did not give him a TV show. I'm being sued for that as I sit here on this sofa today. So as much as I'm trying to move forward, I keep getting pulled back.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Trey back again. Hit you with another little quick video. Now, I know you all been hearing the news about Steve Harvey funk ass and the stuff that's going on with him and Donald Trump. Now in the news now you have Tony Rock calling Steve Harvey out, dissing him, saying, you know, who made this fool right here the oracle on black relationship and the oracle on helping black folks and stuff with their problems. He said this guy right here is on his third marriage. You know, his third wife he's with now is Mistress to his second wife, which was supposed to be his second wife, Marjorie is the third wife. Marjorie is supposed to be married, you know, one of her so-called best friends, but that show you what friends really are. So Tony Rock, you know, he's on the TV One show, and you know him, he's always been real, just like his brother. You know, they're always gonna speak that truth and everything. So he said a lot of things that us men already know, and a few black women know, because this guy Steve Harvey is a damn joke. His own wife even exposed him. You know, his ex-wife now, and it don't make no sense how this guy get on TV shows every morning, radio shows, and down black men and men period, just to uplift some women, and most of the women that he's taken up for, you know, really deserve what they're getting, and some of the fellas too. But he really has it out for men, because he knows that his audience and what he's selling at, these people are mostly females, because you're not going to be able to tell a able-bodied thinking man that. You're not going to be able to sell us pipe dreams and every goddamn thing and have us believing in this bullshit you telling us. Because if you really want to know the truth on somebody and on their life, you know, pull the curtain back and look and see how they're living. And a lot of times what you will see with these stars is not who they really pretend to be. And you know, Mary, his wife said Steve had mistress calling his house, leaving messages and stuff. One of them was telling her about a condom that was on a nightstand, you know, when they was fooling around and everything. And his wife he's with now, Marjorie, she always been in the middle of Steve and Mary's, you know, marriage and stuff. Because you know, Steve was messing with her for a long time, but what makes it so bad about Marjorie is the fact that she pretended to be Mary's best friend in all these years. And every time something would happen between Steve and Mary would go cry on Marjorie's shoulder. And see, that's how these hoes do you. That's how these bitches do you when they really want what you got. You know, you thinking that this your home girl, that this your ride or die chick, this your bitch. You know how y'all call each other that, you know. But anyway, you be like, you know, this my bitch. She ain't gonna say nothing. This my girl. She got my back. And everything that Mary was going telling Marjorie went back and told Steve. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you, there ain't no such thing as friends. There's only associates. And it's just a trip that this guy Steve would step on everybody to help him get to the top. Even Bernie Mac. You remember the movie with Bernie Mac did with Charlie's Angels? He went and told the producers that he would be a better fit for the role than Bernie Mac. See, because Bernie Mac supposed to be in his spot, if he was still alive, that Steve has right now. But due to Steve kissing all his ass and a lot of other shit that we really don't know about, and some things that we cannot say, Bernie's not here no longer. Because Bernie wasn't going for that shit. See, DL and Sid and Bernie seen it coming. You know, they was going to build Steve up. And anybody that's seeing and thinking and knowing what's going on in the industry knows that they was building Steve up for this, you know. And this guy write a book, act like a woman, think like a man. First of all, you can only be who you are. Act like a woman, think like a woman. You don't have to think like a man. See, that's where all the shit get confused in these relationships. That's just like you telling a man act like a man but think like a woman, but you telling a woman act like a woman, think like a man. No, because that's game. If you want to entertain game, go to the arcades. You know, go on Facebook and these other social media sites and play games. But if you want real solid relationships and all that, why would you want to act like that? You can't be nothing but what you are. See, that's just to keep people confused. And that's why you have these people calling in with these fake ass strawberry letters and all this shit. Some of the most perverted shit every damn morning. And I know it's ratings and entertainment, but at the same time, you have people getting in arguments over what this man says. You have women listening to the bullshit he say about men, and they'll take that out on their husband, their boyfriends, whoever they with. Now, some of the stuff he says is right, but you can't sit up here and be a hypocrite and try to teach people and lead people. Now, I agree with everything Tony Rock said, you know, because he said, he talked all that shit about Donald Trump last year. And that's what I understand about you people. You know, it's like y'all like to be taken for this joyride. But real people that's grounded don't like that shit. You know, we stand solid every day. Now, all last year he said that Trump is gonna take America to the hole. Trump is not good for America. We need Hillary. Hillary will do this. Hillary will do that. And then soon as they knock Hillary out due to all the legal shit she done in her past, her and her husband, it done finally caught up with them. So America's through with the Clintons. They're done. Okay, you put Trump in there. What Steve do? He put on his buck dancing shoes up there. What can I do for you, massa? You needs me to do something for you? Oh, I get some black people straight for you, sir. Yeah, I tell them whatever you need me to say. Then they showed the video. He's out there standing around looking like a fool and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you done sold your soul for a jelly roll. But what make it so bad is that people follow this guy, listen to this guy. You know that? Mary went so far to expose and said Steve used to steal gas and save coins just to get him the gigs in the days when he was poor. This man used to steal gas, save quarters and everything up. You know, he always had an ambition, but at the same time, don't forget where you came from. Then you want to talk about when people call in action for something. Well, I can't help you, man. I can't do this for you now. I don't understand you don't have to give away your wealth and your fortune. But at the same time, remember how hard it was for you to come up. You know, you had one guy called his show, and they was going to march at the Coca-Cola plant in Atlanta, because I think that's where the Coca-Cola headquarters is in Atlanta. So the guy was going to go march there with a group and a whole bunch of children. It was for some kind of educational rights or something. It was something going on in Atlanta, and he was on live air with Steve one morning, and he asked Steve, would he come down there? And Steve said, no, he's not getting involved with that. You know, he has friends down there, and that basically he need to do that on his own, on everything. You know, you might can look at the show up, because it shocked me. You know, I don't know why it was shocking, you know, considering that this asshole was already a snake. So anyway, then you have Marjorie already, not Marjorie, Mary said Marjorie called their home claiming to be checking up on her application to work at Steve's suit shop. Remember, he came out with the suits and everything, all them fucking fake ass suits he had at his suit company. So Mary told Marjorie, well, I don't believe I'm taking applications in my kitchen. Like, won't. You know, like, that's crazy. You know, like, Marjorie was the whole time a snake stepping on Mary, you know, and Mary so humble and such a good heart, you know, so confused, and this man done tore her down and everything. She just gave it up. You know, you're going to have to give it up anyway if the man didn't want to be with you, but just the way it was done. And then you have this woman, Marjorie, who he always uplifting everything else. Come on, you can't, that's not right. And for everybody that bought them books, you need to slap the shit out yourself. You know, that's just like if you have Bishop Don Magic One or Snoop Dogg trying to tell you how to be a good Christian. Don't you see the hypocrisy in that? You know, do somebody have to slap you on the back of your head to realize that that's not right? That's not logical thinking. Why would you go to this person for advice? That's just like if you need advice about living and prospering, but you go to somebody who's depressed and suicidal and ask them for advice on how to live better. It don't make no damn sense. And then Mary also said that she received a confidential letter from another one of Steve's mistress named Terry, while she was at the beauty shop. The letter was meant for Steve, and it detailed their cheating escapades, condoms usage, where the condoms was left at, hardcore anal sex. He was fucking a girl in the ass, and then he got the chick pregnant. She had an abortion. All this can be looked up. Then Mary also said she and Steve used to steal gas together to get him to where he needed to go. And their son Winton, who is now 12, almost died in childbirth, and so did Mary. This was right after she found out Steve was cheating on her. She having problems with the marriage and everything. Then trying to give birth to this child, all that's emotional. You know, you have a miscarriage easily like that. And she said she stayed with Steve even though she knew about the cheating because she wanted the family she had worked for and created and wanted it for her kids. Now, if that's not evident of a real woman, I don't know what is. So, word of advice, when you all listening to this coon Steve Harvey, that's why everybody out for him, and he's going to fall. No matter if you like it or not, you can write all the hate shit you want to in the comments. I'll block you in the goddamn way. But anyway, he's going to fall because guess what? It ain't built right. Anything ain't built right ain't going to stand. So you people can sit on at y'all house and keep listening to this bullshit that this man telling y'all. You know, y'all can't wait to get up in the morning and turn on the radio. Let me hear what Steve's saying on your way to work and shit. In McDonald's at the drive-thru or Sonic in the drive-thru listening to this bullshit coming out your speakers. The only one on there I like is Nephew Tommy. And Nephew Tommy don't even need Steve. You see what I'm saying? Because Nephew Tommy been trying to get on, blow up real big. Steve could have been put that man on. But Steve is a selfish type. If he didn't put his own wife on, his own kids on, what make you think he gonna put you on? So I agree with everything Tony Rock said. You know, got y'all act like a woman and think like a man. That's the problem now. Women want to be men, men want to be women. And the real men that's standing for something, and the real women that's standing for something, you get criticized saying that you homophobic or you don't like this or you think this way. No, it ain't that. It ain't that. You can sleep with who you want to sleep with. But the point is, anytime you get on there and you try to influence a mass of people with this bullshit, somebody has to say something. You know, if you want to be brainwashed, go right ahead. You have my permission. But at the same time, be careful who you listen to. You know, that's all it is. That's all this video is about. Just be careful who the people you're listening to, because these people are getting rich off of you all, and they're not giving you anything in return but a bunch of fucking lies. That's it. You know, like I said, when you peel back that curtain and when you look inside their closet and really see all them skeletons in their closet, you'll hurry up and shut that motherfucker and run out the house. But anyway, Tony Rock, it's a big salute to you, homie. Keep doing your thing. And it just sad, you know, that this guy sit up in here, you know, being a player. He should have been on the Players Club. He should have been Dollar Bill. You know what I'm saying? He should have been the pimp. But anyway, if you like, subscribe, and share, this been your boy Trey. And be careful who you listening to. You know, if you got to listen to a lie, at least know it's a lie. You know, so that way you won't get mad at each other talking about, well, this was Steve said, or you try to govern yourself around these standards that he's telling you. If he's telling you your husband doing this or you should do that, then you got these gullible, stupid ass women out here that's doing it. That's a problem. You causing problems in people's homes when your house not even in order. You know what I'm saying? Like the mofos say, you clean around your front steps before you come over here and try to clean around mine. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, if you like, subscribe, and share, this been your boy Trey. Have a good day. I'm out.